So was she really dancing with this beast? Or was it all in her head? Bro, she was clearly never with this beast. This woman is suffering from a mental disorder. They tried to tell us how cuckoo she was in the beginning, but we didn't pay no attention to it. The girl is delusional. Just this scene alone of her walking alone just shows you how lonely she is and why she creates these illusions in her head. So was she really dancing with this beast? Or was it all in her head? Bro, she was clearly never with this beast. This woman is suffering from a mental disorder. They tried to tell us how cuckoo she was in the beginning, but we didn't pay no attention to it. The girl is delusional. Just this scene alone of her walking alone just shows you how lonely she is and why she creates these illusions in her head. But you see, we seen the part where everybody was speaking to her as she was coming into the town and all that, right? Everybody speaking and all that. We see that, right? But this is the part that we overlook. We overlooked the part where the baker didn't want to listen to her talk about her books to him. Why did he do that? Because he knows she cuckoo.
Sorry, I'm being talking. Oh my gosh. Hurry!
Then the very next scene, as she's walking by, she passed up these ladies. Listen to what they say.
She knows that there is strange. No, she knows that there is strange.
So first, the baker didn't want to listen to her stories about this book. Then the very next scene, they call her strange. Why would these ladies call her strange? What's strange about her? See, even in this scene, they try to show you, but you got to crack the code. See, this scene is all about the presence of her. You see how he looking? See how the producer got him looking as he cutting this man's mustache? He looking in fear. Why is he looking in fear of her? What is she doing so strange that got people looking in fear and looking like that as she walks by? Did y'all catch that? Here go another scene where they trying to show you that this girl is cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs. Anytime somebody put a finger to their head and they move it around, you already know what that means. And in that very next scene, if you get a close-up on her, you will see this is how she really look. They trying to show you that this girl is a psycho. She crazy, bro. I didn't add this. See, she crazy over books. That's her thing. The problem is, there's nothing in these books. Nothing at all. Look as she walks. Let's get a close-up on the book. There's nothing in there, bro. She creating her own illusions with her head, bro. Even the lamb don't see nothing in the book. She trying to show him something in the book. He looking like there ain't nothing in there. But then look at this. There's something in there now. And if you look in the book, that's the Beauty and the Beast story right there. The only difference is she added a beast. And she made her own sick, twisted little plots to the story. This is what she does. It's even the same castle. But back to this, bro. You know she added this in her head because the dude who been trying to get with her said there ain't no pictures in this book.
You read this. There's no pictures.
Well, some people use their imagination.
So if there's no pictures in this book, then she's just using her imagination, like she said. This is her imagination. See, the girl is so lonely that she go and get books, empty books, and rewrite them with her own imagination. Disney really wanted us to believe that this woman wanted to be happy living with this beast forever. Bro, this woman ain't want to be with no beast, bro. What she gonna get out of a beast? Bro, look at his teeth. You see how sharp his teeth is, bro? She kissed him, her whole lip getting chopped off, bro. And then she had to learn up to tie that damn bow around his head to make it all cute. Man, take that bow off. And where he get this big ass coat from? Before you transformed to the beast, you was 6 times smaller than the beast. I guess he must have had 6X hanging up in his closet somewhere. This is how you know all this is in her head, and she made this up in her head. Bro, the beast don't know nothing about her liking books. He don't know nothing about that. She never told him that she liked to read books, so why he bringing this library to her attention like he know she liked to read books or something? Now, the clock and the candle told her that they have a library.
You have a library? Oh, yes.
And the only reason they told her about that library is because they didn't want her to go to that secret room he didn't want her to go to. But she never said that she likes the library so she can read books. So why is he showing this library to her like she told him that? That's because it's her story. She just showing you how crazy she is over books. You can even tell by the conversation the girl is delusional.
Papa, do you think I'm odd?
I don't. Odd? Where are we getting an idea like that?
The translation of saying that she's odd is, do you think she's odd because she blanks out everybody in this town, don't talk to nobody, but picks up a book of empty pages and act like all the people are in the book?
I don't know. It's just that I'm not sure I fit in here. There's no one I can really talk to.
Y'all heard that? She says she don't fit in this world. And there's no one she can talk to. And that is why the whole town thinks she's strange, thinks she's crazy, thinks she's cuckoo, because she don't talk to the world. She don't talk to nobody. She put everything inside of an empty book. She visualized her life living in a castle married to Prince Charming. And in her mind, she really is with Prince Charming. The world she's living in, it don't even exist to her. She relates to the books, and the books is how she live her life. That's why everybody thinks she cuckoo and crazy, because she don't talk to nobody. She talk to the books. Her life is in the books. This is the same story in the book. The only difference is she added her own plots and twists, and then she changed the characters. That's why she keep reading the same book.
Well, this one.
That one. But you've read it twice. I did all that much. It's yours.
Even the dad is crazy. He over here inventing stuff like he really participating in a fair. There's no invention fair nowhere on this movie, bro. Gone where, bro? You're not going nowhere. Bro, how you going to a fair? You don't even know where the hell you at. Bro, the horse don't even know where you at. Nah, but when he had left, that's when she created this Beauty and the Beast story. Remember what she said. No one talks to her, so she talks to the books. So here we go again.
What up, family? How's everybody doing today? Blessed, highly favored, and love, right? Staying warm? What's the goal for the day, y'all? What's the goal? Every day. Man.
Yes. We're gonna have a bright year. You watch.
I love it. Thank you so much.
You're welcome. Everything's gonna be okay.
Yes. Somebody to smile. And make sure you smile, y'all. Big facts. Man. Have y'all been paying attention to the fire? You know, it's funny, I keep hearing how it's like a prophecy being fulfilled, right? Really think about that. Things are said in the Bible that are happening. We live in a world where it's satanic, meaning they want to be like God, meaning they would do exactly what's in the Bible, especially if they read it. InnerStand, OverStand. The Bible is literally telling you about who you are. It's within you. You gotta dive even deeper into what you're reading. And in my video, shout out to Kingdom for his video, but it clearly was showing that we have powers.
The religious people up to speed real quick, okay? Let me just show you something real quick, okay? Now, let's see. First off, let's go to where is Anubis? Because without seeing him first, you won't understand this, right? You gotta get your mindset right. Your mindset. See set right there? Set. Shit. Set is right here. Okay? It's not a fucking god. So lose. Okay, look, this is what we're gonna do. First, we're gonna hit these things up that you keep claiming are as fallen angels and gods and things. Once again, okay, Amun, said to be the creator god by what you've been taught. Well, Amun is the hippocampus, which is the C4 of the hippocampus, which is the thing that controls your cognition, your abilities to think, walk, act, move, and everything like that, comes from Amun first. You know, the one that creates, the creator. Now, after that, it passes through your what? Your 4 Amun. That's all throughout your entire system. Okay? Bro, stop with the Draconian shit. I'll get into all of that. Just let all of that mythology go out of your fucking head for a second. I'm gonna give you some reality here. Okay? Now, this is your vertebrae, or your ankh. You see the ankh? Okay? Now, this is also a lion. This is like 2 lions that are sitting here, but that's a whole nother thing. This is your vertebral foramen. This is your neural foramen. And that goes down to the greater and lesser sciatic foramen, which are all the holes in your body that the energy has to transfer through for you to function. Amun had a child named Osiris and Isis. Why did he have Isis first? The reason that he had Isis first, you know, Genesis, you know, don't forget that this is where your Genesis comes from, okay? Genesis. So Isis, right, the onto Genesis is the developmental growth. That is the biological structuring of something where the atom is splitting and growing into 2 parts and continuing growth. So your entire life you're going through Genesis, okay? Now, while you're in the book of Genesis, I want you to remember that while in the book of Genesis, you learn the process of Moses, or osmosis, the transference and cleansing of your bloods, okay? The moving from one side to the other, evening out the platelets, okay? So what you're learning about is the Lamb of God, which is the lamb, which is your brain, which is why he's a shepherd, a herder, right? That goes and speaks to a burning bush, which is your fucking cerebellum, which is the emotional reaction to the memories that you're having. And he goes to deal with the people that are worshiping the golden ox, right? The golden ox. What is the golden ox? The golden ox is your reproductive organs. Oh, did I put that thing?
It's always been within us. So you gotta start to understand what you're reading. They're giving you a deity. They're giving you somebody to worship. What do you think that's gonna do to you? Because if you believe in someone else other than yourself, you don't know who you are. You're weak. You don't even know you have powers. Understand to overstand, y'all. Stop understanding. That's cursing yourself. So many people just understand what they just see, and they don't know how to dissect what they're actually seeing. You gotta dig even deeper. Understand. So you can see the bigger picture. Overstand, y'all. This is exactly what they wanted. Believe in a deity, you're gonna always be triggered by your emotions. What did I tell y'all about emotions? This is how the devil within you works. He keeps a hold of you through your mind. This is where Jesus was. If you watch the video, it's in your mind.
Now, from that, you get books like the Bhagavad Gita, or however you pronounce that book. That book will teach you how to regulate those energies into being able to control the energies that are around you, right? In the physical world, you have the Buddhist book, the Tao, that will teach you how to find your balance. So that's how you regulate your energies in through the chi. Okay? You'll also learn this in Kung Fu. If you take Kung Fu, you'll find that everything is about chi work. This is why the acupuncture and things have to do with the meridian. What is a meridian? A meridian is something that you find on Earth. That's a ley line that has to do with energies that pass around the Earth. Why is that on the Earth? Because in the heavens, your head, where you have 2 hemispheres, the meridians aren't really there. They're down in the rest of the body. Okay. So you have to understand these things in order for these things to actually make sense to you. So it's when you start to put the pieces together, things just start to fall into place that you didn't actually think, right? So this is the thing, right? So there's this argument, right? Let me show you something real quick. The argument over where Jesus dies, why they can't get it right in the Quran or the Bible, is because it doesn't die at all. Let's see, let's go like this, go anatomy. Let me show you something. This is your boy Jesus. This is the serpent that's in the tree of life. Right here, that's your man on the cross. That's also the serpent that sits in the tree of life. I mean, the tree of knowledge. Okay, this is your tree of knowledge. This is the serpent that sits in it. That's your corpus callosum. Okay, your corpus callosum is the thing that bridges the gap between the left and the right hemisphere. Okay, it's all metaphors. It tells you in the Bible, it tells you that these are metaphors and these are allegories. They don't call it metaphors, they call it allegories in the Bible. And it tells you that, it'll tell you in certain parts of the Bible, these are an allegory, part of this story is an allegory, and this is an allegory, and then people just ignore that shit. Why? Because their preacher doesn't want them reading that. Because if they read that shit and actually understood that it was telling them that part of the characters in the story were just allegories to teach lessons, they wouldn't be able to convince them of gods and demons and devils and all the things that are keeping them stuck in purgatory in the first place. Okay? You have to realize that the church is the last place that you're going to find God. Why? Because you're taught that everything is external. And you're taught that you have to accept bringing something in when it's in you in the first place.
They're trying to tell you without telling you. It's within you. So this is why so many people are affected spiritually. Because they think it's physical. And so many of us was taught wrong, therefore we were doing wrong. Therefore, we were cursing ourselves. Spiritually. Shit, and physically. Like, really think about that. You gotta understand and overstand, y'all. It's within you. That's why wordplay is powerful. That's why what you say is powerful. Your tongue is powerful. We can manifest things by just thinking or saying something. Really think about that. A prayer is dead without words. I think that's how it goes. But think about that. You gotta put it in action. That's when the Most High will help you along the way. You gotta have that connection. You gotta know how to talk to your inner self. You are your biggest enemy, y'all. Like, I'm dropping so many gems on y'all. We have to be teaching our kids this because they're growing up emotionally. They're seeing how mommy and daddy are emotionally. They're seeing how they handle the relationship emotionally. What do you think you're doing? You're making that hawk, that demon in that body stronger. Emotions can turn into anger. Really think about that. You can be very powerful when you turn into that. You will not be who you think you are. They tell you this in movies. You got to understand and overstand. That's why you have to master this. Master your inner chi. Whether it's physical, mental, whether you're listening to something, close your eyes and start to meditate. These are all different ways and techniques to master your energy that you must do in order to keep the enemy within you under control. Does that make sense? Again, you got to realize that's what the hawk had to do. He had to leave the tribe to go find himself so he can learn how to master his enemy. And once he began to do that, he was able to come back to his group because he didn't have anger issues. He knew how to handle it. Think about that, y'all. Just a little gem, but we need to get this together because it's affecting our kids. I'm going through this now. My kids don't realize this, but they are of this world. Meaning, if they're caught in any way, shape, form of their emotions, which they are because of who they're with mommy. And mommy's not teaching them nothing. And this is what the problem is. We're not teaching them anything spiritually. And that's where they really are getting affected. It's their soul, their spirit. It's so much deeper than what people think. And if you're not a deep thinker, you of this world. You lost. You probably have no connection with the Most High. You probably don't even know how to talk to him. I told people a long time ago, try not to daylight because I seen him and he was like, man, you want to know how to talk to God? And I'm like, damn, that's interesting. Let me see what he's going to say. He said, man, just close your mouth and talk. That's it. That's it. Damn, he right. Like, for real. But I noticed a lot of people don't have that intuition. God didn't give them a discernment like that. They don't have spider senses like that. They don't know how to talk to him. So Satan will get a hold of them and he will manipulate them. This is where the serpent is in your head, y'all. It's not a real serpent like something's gonna come. It's all in your head. This is why so many people are effed up because they have mental issues. This is a mental problem. It always has been because it's always been within you. Man. Wow. And the Bible was trying to teach you how to control and master all of that. Really think about that. It's no different than these superhero movies or Kung Fu where he has to go to his quest to go here and then he had to go here. What do you think Jesus had to do? go here to find out who he was within himself. Go here and learn this. He had to go to Pharaoh, learn this. They are literally telling you different things and techniques to do within yourself to master your inner chi. Man. And so many people are looking for Jesus to come save them. And it's always been within you. So many relationships are gone because of this. Not realizing y'all always had the enemy within you. You arguing. He's always been there. You never had control. He had control. He was playing chess, not checkers. And so many women failed because of this. Even men. Gotta get to this understanding, y'all. We have to teach our kids this. This shit is so serious. Like, seriously, this needs to be going viral because no one is talking about this. Everybody's just understanding what they just see and they go, it's all the same shit. Man, women is like this. Man, men is like this. I need a man to do this. They all speaking of the devil. All coming from emotions. They was never taught nothing. None of them are virgins. But yet people are trying to listen to these people that make no sense. They have no logic. Just emotional standpoints. And this is how Satan controls us. What you feel like. Really think about that. You listen to somebody, they always tell. Because they'll say something coming from some logic, and then they go, but. And then it's going to come from emotions. And emotion is going to win every time. That's how it works within your body. It turns you into a narc. It's mental issues. Real mental issues. But someone will go see a therapist rather than come see me. That's going to sit there and literally tell you the truth. It's going to hurt. That's the whole point. It's because that demon is within you. You can't baby that. Think about that, y'all. With that being said, y'all have a blessed, highly favored, and loved day. All right? I love y'all. Peace out.